Hi guys, this is John from Mainline Overland. Today we're going to do a quick video about filling the water system on a 4-wheel camper. This video is intended for people who have maybe picked up their camper over the winter and haven't had a chance to put water in it, or those who are looking into purchasing one and want to know how the water system works. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fill the main 20-gallon tank in the camper. That is done from the exterior side here on the driver's side through this fill cap here. So all you're going to need is a hose and a water supply. So we're going to grab the hose here and start filling water in it. So now we have our hose here. All we're going to do is stick the end of it inside of this fill port here, and we're just going to wait for the water to come out of the fill port. Once it's coming out of here, we know that the 20-gallon tank inside the camper is full. So you just stick it in the end like that and just wait for it to fill. It's going to take a couple minutes depending on your water pressure from your system. So we're just going to let this do this thing here and wait for it to fill up. All right, so now that we have water coming out of the fill port, we know that the 20-gallon tank inside is full. So the next step we're going to do is, if your camper is equipped with a water heater, is we're going to want to fill that water heater up. The water heater is a 6-gallon capacity. So if we fill that 6 gallons from the main 20-gallon tank, that'll leave 14 gallons in the main tank plus 6 gallons in the water heater. So once we're done filling the water heater, we're going to want to come back out here and top off the main tank with those 6 gallons we took out to fill the water heater. So we're going to come inside here, go inside our camper here, and show you how to do that. First thing we're going to do though is we're going to open up our sink drain here, because we are going to run the sink to run air and water through it. So I'm just going to connect our drain hose here to this, just so that way it can drain onto our driveway here. For my drain hose, I just use a regular washing machine hose. I find it works very good. You can coil it up nice and small. It's super flexible, and they come in 2 different lengths primarily. So this is a little bit longer one here to reach the ground. So I'm just gonna cut that under the truck just like that, and then we're gonna go inside and we're gonna fill our water heater up. Right, so this is my 2020 Hawk flatbed. So this procedure is the same on every slide-in and flatbed camper. It's just going to be slightly different in positioning of the valve on the flatbed models. So first thing we're going to do is open our sink here, get that ready to go. Then we're going to want to open up our water heater service cabinet here to get into the valve for the water heater. So we open that up here on the flatbed models. There's a little flap here. If you have a slide-in model, it's going to be a cabinet kind of similar just to this right here. You'd open it up, the pump and everything would be right here. So on the flatbed ones here, the water heater is positioned right below there. That's the device there covered in styrofoam insulation, and we'll see two lines on it. We'll see the top valve there and the bottom valve. On that bottom valve in there, we'll see a blue handled valve right there. So that valve is marked drain. So that's for the water heater drain. So normal operation, that valve is going to be closed. It's a 1/4 turn valve, so when the handle is in parallel with the valve body, it is open. So we want that handle perpendicular. So we're just going to reach down there and close it. Now that we've closed that valve there, we can start pumping water from the main tank into the water heater. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn our water pump on right here with this switch. And then we're going to hear the pump running. So now the pump's going to try to prime. This was winterized before, so we're just going to open up the tap here to get some cold water out to get it primed. So now to fill the hot water side, oh, gotta take the drain plug out here. We are going to turn on the hot tap. So now we're going to hear this here, and that's just purging all the air and residual liquid that's in the lines. So we're pumping into the water heater now. So it's going to take approximately between 2 and 5 minutes to realistically fill this up. So once we have a steady stream going, then we know that our hot water heater is full, and then we can go back outside and add the additional water back into the main tank to give us that full 26-gallon water capacity. So now we're just filling in through the main fill port there. So we're just going to wait again until that water overflows out of there, and then we know that the main tank is topped off with a full 20 gallons, and we also have 6 gallons in the water heater now, so we have a full capacity of 26 gallons. So now that the water is coming back out of the main fill, we know the tank is full. Now that we have water into the main tank and the water heater's filled. We just want to make sure we have no air left in the lines or anything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the water pump switched on right there. And then we're just going to open up the cold tap here, make sure we got a good steady stream of water flowing. It's not pulsing or spitting any air out. And the same thing on the hot side. Now we know that the system is at 100% capacity. We have the 6 gallons in the water heater plus the 20 gallons in the main tank for a combined total of 26 gallons of usable water.